Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I have a Junk Journal with Me episode working in my yearly journal, also called my Intentional Life Journal. And this is a collaboration with Olivia from the Brown Satchel. Every month this year we are doing a page in our journals and sharing a video with each other to catch up on each other's lives. So it's like we're YouTube pen pals, which is really fun. So go check out her channel. I love her videos. They're so clever, they're so creative, and she is very talented. And I'm just flipping through my journal, finding the next page that I would like to work on. I'm pretty much working through this journal in order, so just chronologically, page by page. And this is so fitting because in September it was my birthday. And a big thank you to all those people who joined the birthday party live. It was a lot of fun. We did an 8-hour live for that. I just printed out this Polaroid photo of a new charm that I got for my birthday. So this is a Pandora charm. It is a silver heart with a paw, like a dog paw print or a cat paw print, and the little toe pads are diamantes or little crystals. So I thought that was so sweet. And then it also has this little hanging charm piece at the bottom of the heart, and it says in that piece, Fur Mum. And the O, or the U if you're in Australia, in the word mum is actually a little heart. So I really love it. It's perfect for me because I love animals, and especially dogs and cats. And being Keanu's cat mum, it's just so fitting. Love it. I love that there's a heart, a paw, and the crystals. So I just took a photo of it, and I was quite impressed that it came out so clear, and you can even read the words. Well, you can't see it from this distance, but yeah, in the photo I was amazed that you could even read it. So they're very small words. But yeah, that's my second charm to go onto my Pandora bangle. So love that. I just kept some of the packaging, some of the tissue paper, and the charm came attached on that pink ribbon. So I just put that on the page to document that. Over here I have another Polaroid picture that I printed out, and this one is of a painted page that I did. So when I rip out pages, I have so many pages that I need to find projects for, and one of the projects I wanted to try this month, I guess, was to paint over the words and then write on top of the paint, I don't know, a quote or a scripture, a poem, song lyrics or something. And then I thought that would be such a fun idea to hang up as an artwork or just as an encouraging reminder, either to, frame it, put on your desk or put on your wall. I have pinned mine to my gallery wall, and I love it. It's so fun. So I definitely want to do more of that. So last week in September, I had a version of my own spiritual retreat. So I mentioned a little while ago I was hoping to go to a conference. It was a youth and young adult conference. I ended up going for the first night, which was a Wednesday night, and it was a 3-day conference. But I originally was hoping to go all 3 days, but in the end, I decided to stay home for the second 2 days, but have a spiritual retreat instead. So what that means is I didn't do any social media and stayed off my laptop and that kind of thing, in terms of surfing the net constantly, and just for those 2 days and those 2 nights, just reading the Bible, praying, writing in my prayer journal, talking to God, listening to Him, and that kind of thing. And one of the things that He spoke to me about was this scripture, or He gave me this scripture, and just encouraging me again that this was from Him, and that my words would be a lamp shining in dark places. And I was like, okay, God, what do you want me to write? What words? Give me the words, give me the words. What am I supposed to be writing? Because I'm a very detailed person. I like specifics. General, not a fan of. Give me the detailed specifics. So I'm like, well, what do I write? What do I write? And then the next night of my spiritual retreat, I felt God give me another scripture. And what he was saying to me through that scripture was, you will write words that come from your heart as he moves my heart. So I thought, wow, simple as that, hey? Okay, beautiful. Words from the heart. That's all any of us need to do to be able to share our stories that will make an impact. So I hope it encourages anyone listening that our stories, if they come from our heart, then those stories are worth sharing. Those stories can speak to people and they can change people. They can encourage, uplift, challenge, teach people. So yeah, I'm all about that. One of the reasons why I journal and document my stories in my journals as well. Moving on to this page though, I've got 2 photos that I have printed out of my room, and one is of my gallery wall. And I hung up a crystal in my window finally. I've had this crystal since I was a kid. My grandma, my kindred spirit, gave it to me for one of my birthdays or Christmases back when I was a kid. And it's one of my most prized possessions because it reminds me of my grandma, of course, and because I love sparkles and it's one of my symbols, just the beauty of it. So now I love seeing it in my window. It's right in front of me at my desk, and when the sun shines on it, it spreads rainbows all around the walls, and it's like I'm living inside a rainbow, and it just makes me so happy. So happy. And then this top picture in the left hand corner has a new addition to my room. I was so excited. This package arrived and I'm like, what is this package? I don't remember ordering anything. It came from Psychology in Seattle. And I'm like, I didn't order anything from Psychology in Seattle, even though I would love to. And I'm working on building up my merch, getting a t-shirt for every day of the week. But yeah, this package came, and so I opened it and I was so excited. It was a poster that says the catchphrase that they use at the end of every episode: take care of yourself because you deserve it. And I was talking about how I really wanted their catchphrase big and on my wall as part of my gallery wall, where I'm putting all the things that mean something to me on my wall. Like a movie poster, a book cover of my favorite book and my favorite movie, my favorite song lyrics, my favorite poem, my favorite artwork, my favorite painting, my favorite photo, different things from people I admire and people I look up to and people who have had a big influence in my life. And yeah, that I wanted something to represent Psychology in Seattle. And what better than their catchphrase? And now I have their huge poster. So huge thank you. Oh my goodness, what an amazing gift. And it almost feels like a bit of a birthday present. Claim it like that. Since, yeah, it came a little bit before my birthday. So I put that on my wall and it's right above my desk. So I see it every day and I love it so much. And this is also fitting because in September they had their live show for their 14th anniversary, and this year I managed to send them a gift. I made them 2 journals which I shared a flip through of on my channel, and it was so fun to personalize them for Kirk and Berto. And yeah, it was so fun watching them open those live, and it was such an honor that my questions, so Kirk asked me for some questions that they could answer during the live, and it was such an honor that they used those questions, 14 of them, to answer every hour for their game. I love their game. I tried to win their game, and then finally last year I won and got one of their mugs. I was so excited. And then yeah, this year I'm like, okay, we'll go spread the gifts around. So I didn't enter the game, but yeah, it was just such a gift having them use my questions, and it was a great way to get to know them more, and what an honor. And it was the last question that they did was 3 rules for living, and I was like, brilliant, I love that question. It's one of my favorite questions, and I really, really love what Berta said. If I got it right, it's something like 1, 2, 3, enjoy the moment, share the moment, create the moment. And I loved it because that was kind of his words for my version of my 3 rules for living, which is find the gold, capture the gold, and share the gold. The gold meaning all the good things in the world. So I was like, wow, I love his little catchphrase, and I want to put that on my wall now. And so clever, so succinct, and brilliant. So anyway, I just wrote about that at the top of the page, and then in the middle I just wrote, I live inside a rainbow, a little quote I came up with when I saw the rainbow crystal glowing around my walls. Then I'm writing about the books that I finished reading in September. A Man Called Ove, brilliant book. I'm going to talk about that, of course, and all of these books when I do my booktube reading journal videos. I read Open Book, a biography or memoir by Jessica Simpson, which was super encouraging actually, and really easy to read, and I got a lot out of it. In terms of like life lessons and things I want to take into my life. I read Get Messy Art by Kaylee Gray, who is a wonderful artist on YouTube and everywhere actually. And I'm currently reading Boy Swallows Universe, as well as some books by Sabrina Ward Harrison, who's like my favorite artist author at the moment, who inspires me so much. And I will be sharing her books over on the Intentional Life course website. That's where I've been sharing books that are inspiring me and helping me to live more intentionally at the moment. So that's really fun. Just a reminder to myself, I got to film those videos. Anyway, and then I am just opening this card up again, and I've got some beautiful wrapping paper and wallpaper that was gifted to me through some birthday mail from Amber as well as Janine, and I believe there's some more birthday mail coming from a few people, but because of it's coming from overseas, so it's taking quite a while, but I will definitely let you guys know when it arrives, and I will have a video sharing the opening of Janine's birthday mail, as well as some journal with me videos using her goodies. And wow, that wrapping paper that she wrapped it in was probably my favorite thing in the whole package. It was so beautiful. It looks like vintage wallpaper. Wow, so pretty. So I've been using it in lots of different projects because I just want it everywhere. So I'm just decorating this card with those to remind me of that, and then I will add some writing to this page and just talk about my birthday, the different things that I got. And for my actual birthday, what I did last year, I watched Hamilton. Love that musical, so good. Yeah, watched Hamilton and had birthday dinner. I can't remember what we had. What did I eat? Not quite sure what we ate. Anyway, so but for tradition, every birthday I will have something yummy for dinner and watch something fun. And this year we had noodle box for dinner, and we watched Jesus Christ Superstar, another musical that I had on repeat at a stage in my life, and so that was fun. Yeah, I love musicals. And then the night after my birthday, which was a Friday night, went out with some friends to go out for dinner, and I got fish and chips there, and wow, the sauces for that were delicious, gorgeous sauces. It was like the most gourmet looking fish and chips ever. The actual fish itself wasn't that great. It looked amazing, but it was way too much batter. Look, Keanu's coming to say hello. Yeah, so just speeding up the writing and just writing about the different things I got, and I always buy myself a birthday present every year, and this year I got myself a bunch of books. So I got a couple from Sabrina Ward Harrison. I got that Get Messy Art book, and I also got one by Liz Lamoureux, who is another artist, journaler, writer, another lady who just really inspires me. I really get so inspired by people who mix journaling with art, with photography, with writing, with mixed media, and yeah, so fun. And then I do, kind of work over 3 page spreads for this month, I guess, because September is such a big month and it is like one of my favorite months. It always goes so quick, and I only just recently figured out why. I guess it's because my birthday is the 8th of September, so for the first week it goes so quick because it's like the anticipation. Like, I love birthdays and I always will. And then the birthday week is fun because, you know, you got the celebrations and the parties and everything, and enjoying all the gifts in that week afterwards, and obviously longer, but that week afterwards you're like just having fun with them all. And then the week after that, it's school holidays. So 2 weeks of school holidays. I think that's why September's so brilliant, because it's like I grew up with September being a month with 2 weeks of school holidays. And not only that, but in those 2 weeks of school holidays is the AFL Grand Final, and I am a footy girl. I love my football, and Grand Final day, I always said, was my favourite day of the year, and it's now rivaled by the Psychology in Seattle live show. That is also one of my favourite days of the year, and of course Christmas is my other favourite day of the year. But the AFL Grand Final, I always love watching that, so I watched that this year. Geelong demolished Sydney. Was not a close game at all. It was very, very boring. I don't like either of those teams, so I didn't really care who won. But all I wanted was a close game. Didn't even get that. But anyway, hopefully next year we have some better teams in the finals. But I also have this little tradition that after I watch the grand final, I then watch a premiership of my own team winning. And so I'm very fortunate that my team has won 4 times, and 2 of those times I remember very well. I was at an age where I really remember it, and I'm very, very fortunate again that one of them came in 2018, so not that long ago. And so I watched that one again, and it was so fun. I love it. I just love watching them. On Christmas Day, I always have a tradition that I watch an Eagles premiership game as well. So that is how much I love football. So then over here, I'm just writing about Extreme and the grand final, and I'm running out of time here. I'm just showing you my completed pages, and I really hope you enjoyed this Journal With Me video. Please go check out Olivia's channel and send her some love and support. And be sure to journal your life, because your stories matter. Thanks for watching, guys. Big thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in September. I could not do this without you, so thank you so much for allowing me to create and share videos for yet another month. If you'd like to become a patron in October, the link will be below in the description box. That's where you get access to behind the scenes looks, sneak peeks, first access to my journals. At the Ruby level, you get all printables from my Etsy shop. Emerald level, you get extra printables, and then there are some mail tiers as well. I'm also running my courses, my journaling courses, again in October, so feel free to sign up for any of those. Just send me an email and check all the links in the description box below for ways to contact me and be part of the world of Willow Bound Journals.